think you're gonna have to hang up on me. I'm not even seeing it anymore.
Oh, it's over here.
I'm so sorry.
Dude, it's all good.
Alright, so...
Oh, you know what's happening?
We're getting a feedback loop. I'm not even seeing it anymore.
No, right now what I'm doing is, in this world, I'm creating a JSON stream. So I'm actually... Oh, you know what's happening?
We're getting a feedback loop.
Going to be broadcasting on our screens in VR. So let me see
in
here.
this world,
Get
I'm
this
creating a
going.
JSON stream. So I'm actually... You know what's happening?
Alright, so we got a couple minutes here. I'm gonna come find you in this room.
Oh God.
So here's gonna be your area.
This is my area.
All right here should
All right.
be good for your area.
Okay.
I think your boundary is set. We got a couple minutes here.
Oh God.
Here's this. Both your hands.
Oh God. That's so weird. It's like that. My hands are.
Yeah.
All right.
So give me... Give me a moment. I'm going to... I got a friend request from you. Yeah. What's that? So give
I'm gonna have to get one. I instantly love it.
Give me
Shoot.
a moment. I'm going
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, well, wait till you see. Okay, so I am gonna come to you. I'm gonna go to you now. Let's see. What's that?
I'm gonna have to get one. I instantly love it. Shoot.
I'm going.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, well, wait till you see. Okay, so I am gonna come to you. I'm gonna go to you now. Let's see. Thought I added you.
See, that doesn't work as the teleporting.
Okay, well, wait till you see. Oh yeah. Well, you're gonna go to. You're gonna go to events. So go to events. The section. Go to like the bottom. You can see like. Oh yeah. Do you see a blue circle that you can click on? It's kind of like take you to a menu.
Yes, it's a menu.
So
Want me to go
yep, go there.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go to events. The bottom. You can
Events.
see
Got
like. And then at the events, what you're go to all events. Kind of like take you to a menu.
Got it. Want me to go
Yep, go there. You're gonna be seeing a filmmaker, content creator meet and greet, but I don't think. And then at I don't know if you can go.
Filmmaker, content creator, meet and greet.
Do you see that?
BRCV.
That's the meeting that you're gonna be going
So you're
to.
interested? Or
Yeah, hit it. Click interested.
Okay.
I don't think.
There you go. Interested, it said. Filmmaker.
Yeah.
Starts in 9 minutes.
Do you see that? Perfect.
BRCV.
So while you have those 9 minutes, I am setting up our space right now. Yeah, hit it. To where I'm gonna have video playing on these screens here. So just kind of like, I'd say like, you can move forward and just kind of like press the buttons around, and you can even go back to the menu and the settings and just kind of look at the different things that you can do. I'd say like and I'll be there. I'm gonna be there in a couple minutes. Press the buttons around, and you can even go back to the menu and the settings and just kind of look at the different things that you can do. I'd say like and I'll be there. I'm gonna be there in a couple minutes. Press the buttons around, and you can even go back to the menu. This is like your home.
Oh, this is for everybody?
Everybody's got this house, but you can customize your house and you can have people build it. Dude, there's some people that got like ridiculously pimped out houses. Like ridiculous. This is like your home.
Oh, this is for everybody?
Everybody's got this house, but you can customize your house and you can have people build it. Dude, there's some people that got like ridiculously pimped out houses. Like ridiculous. This is like your home.
Oh, this is the fact that you can, like...
But you can customize your house and you can have people build it. Dude, there's some people that got like ridiculously pimped out houses.
That you can pick up, or the changing direction. Like, I like the fact that you can actually walk.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can't, like, turn without it being like...
You can.
Well, you can turn, but it's very jarring. I like the fact that you can not a smooth...
You can make it kind of smooth, can't you?
A little bit.
Now, are you turning with the headset, or are you just turning, just turning?
Well, like if I want to be facing a different, like I'm turning this way. Oh, I guess you can.
make it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back.
Now, are you turning with the headset, or are you just turning, just turning?
Well, like if I want to be facing a different, like I'm turning this way.
So you're gonna see, I just put Night of the Living Dead like streaming on our screen in alt space. Now I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna find you.
I've been playing basketball.
Nice. You throwing them? You got the motion. You gotta definitely like.
I'm missing there.
Now I'm gonna come in.
I like the fact that you can actually teleport things to you.
Oh yeah, wait till you come to the world of things up and move things around. I'm entering.
I like the fact that you can actually teleport things to you.
Oh yeah, wait till
Oh, I see them.
I'm entering.
Shoot off fireworks.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Oh, I see them.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Right, I'm coming to your house right now. Oh, you have a lot of fireworks just hanging around. What's really? What do I have to do to?
It's all good. In the 8 minutes, you're going to be able to enter into the event. So just kind of explore right now and get your bearings with. It's all good. In the 8 minutes, you're going to be able to enter into.
They ought to make the day the time changes, the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
Checking everything out. There's a lot to see.
No, that she can't. Is there any of that candy left?
Just to get your bearings.
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah,
what's
5 minutes to put the wreath on the
what's
grave and
not?
6 hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at home.
Well, we're here, John, all right? Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
What's possible? What's not?
Hey,
So how modified is this house to compared to like what it originally?
That's basic.
Oh, that's the basic.
I have not modified my house yet.
So how modified is this house to compared to?
nothing wrong with the radio.
I'm gonna create something.
Which row is it in?
I have not modified my house yet.
Nothing wrong with the radio.
There's something. Is that you?
That's me, man. What's up?
What are you? I think I just see your hair.
No one around.
Yeah, this is interesting because for you, I see you as a robot. You really is. Hey, man, what's up?
I think you complained.
I see. So I can see the very tip top of your head. But no offense, from this angle that I originally started off at, it just kind of looked like a wig rolling around on the ground.
Wow. Yeah, you're like a purple person just standing there, almost like
But
a.
no offense.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year.
It's just your head on the ground.
We
He's like a
spend good
Roomba.
money on these things.
Really, right now?
Yeah, you're like a Roomba on the ground.
Flowers
Like
die.
the top of your hair
Takes them
is the
away.
only thing showing.
Spend the polish, clean this up,
It's just your head.
sell it next year. Wonder how many times we bought the same
Yeah.
one.
I see the suit. I can actually see the suit that I'm wearing. The white and black?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see me as a robot.
And I see you, yeah, I see you as a robot. You're another, alright, 4:57. So,
Barb, church was this morning.
if you press the B button, you can teleport?
Yeah.
Did you see that, how you can jump around?
Yeah. I've been doing that.
You're another, alright, 4:57. So, if you press the B button, we have 3 minutes before this starts. Did you see that, how you can jump around?
Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh? Come on.
I haven't seen you in church lately.
Well, not much sense in my going to church. Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boy, you'll be damned to hell." Remember that? Right over there. One time when we were small, we used to really be scared. It was from right over there.
Johnny.
I jumped out at you. You're still afraid.
Maybe
Stop it now, I mean it.
Remember that?
Ha ha ha.
To get you, Barbara. Really be scared.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you.
Basketball.
Ha ha.
There comes
It's all about
Mickey now.
learning how to.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny. Stop it. You're acting like a child.
That's
Coming for you.
yeah, it is. Okay, so it's like there's a ghost version of you throwing stuff, but it's still just in your head. Okay.
Really, that's so interesting because you as well. I've never even seen a version of somebody like this. You're like a purple robot. So you're not. It's like a ghost version of you.
There you go. I took a picture, save the gallery.
I'm taking a picture of you as well.
How much?
I've never even seen you. Yeah, you're like a ghost. Alright, so where you're gonna go into the event, the settings. The event is about to start in 1 minute.
Alright, settings, going back in menu. Settings. And then we're
Go
gonna
to events. Alright, so where you're gonna go into the event, the settings, and go to all. It's about to start in 1 minute. The meeting is starting. And you're gonna click on it, so it's
the
go to events. You're looking for that same thing that filmmakers bigger.
Yeah.
These are my events.
no, it's not going to open.
You can go to online friends, you see online friends,
Yeah.
and then click go to. See where I am there? Mystery?
Yeah.
Click go to.
It won't let me click go to.
Really?
No.
Hello?
Yeah.
It won't let you hit go to.
No, but
Alright, so go to events, go back to events.
Yep, and events.
I got your hello. Actually, what I can do is I can send you this.
No.
Alright, so go to events, go back to events. I'm gonna visit. I'm gonna send you this. You get that message?
Yeah. Is it now?
Yep.
Okay, there.
You're about to come to Burning Man video, yes.
Okay, oh, wow.
Is it loading the world right now?
Yeah, it's building the world to speak.
There you are. Hey, now wait, we're gonna go to like Burning Man video, yes.
Click the button below to unmute yourself.
Yeah, unmute yourself. Hit that.
Yes. Oh. Wow. We really are playing. That's good.
I am. I got it muted back there. But so this is what I'm saying about how we can stream these videos in here. This is our camp. Welcome to Burning Man, bro. This is where I've been at for 56 days. So this is cornhole right here with toilet paper.
Where are you?
Right next to you.
Oh, you're on the ground again.
Am I really on the
Yeah.
ground? So yeah, then you can pick up the toilet paper cornhole.
Oh,
so-
you're on the ground again.
Am I really on the ground? So yeah, then you can pick up the toilet paper cornhole. So this portal right over here,
I see that.
if you were to go to that, it'd take you to Burning Man. But let's not go there yet. So we just put for Halloween, he just built these jack-o'-lanterns in here. Oh, like this portal right over here.
I see that.
Those are, we had these at Burning Man. So one of the people in our camp, they're actually, if you look, they're horse shoes.
Horror shoes.
Horse shoes, yes.
Oh.
They get thrown into suitcases. Those are, we had these at Burning Man. So one of the people in our camp,
So the Burning Man is that's the portal that goes to Burning Man.
that'll take you to Burning Man. We
Oh,
can
okay,
go, we can
well,
go there. We can go there later.
Yeah, well,
You get thrown into
fix it.
suitcases. Oh, you tried going into it?
Well, I was just trying to get close to it, and there's like
You
some-
gotta walk into it.
Yeah, there's some kind of locking though. Like I'm kind of stuck in one spot. I guess I could follow
We
it.
can go there later. Yeah, it'll if you. Oh, you tried going into it?
Well, I was just trying
If
to
you
get close to
like
it.
hold the trigger.
Yeah, there's some kind of locking
Did it-
though. Like I'm
Okay, there you go. You're over there.
Yeah. I guess
So-
I could follow it.
This bar, yeah, even with the bar, you can walk up to the bar and you can pick up all those bottles and stuff like that. As well.
Huh. Yeah, so even here I have the whole.
So you can pick these bottles up. Bar, yeah, even with the bar, you can
You are in the
bottles and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, so even here I have the whole.
Yeah. We serve picklebacks here at our camp. Yeah. We serve
my
picklebacks.
avatar is missing avatar type.
That's why I think I'm a ghost.
You're not even a ghost. You're just a hair piece on the ground.
Really? It's so weird. That's why I'm a ghost.
You're not even a ghost. You're just a hair piece.
Oh, it looks like everybody's dealing with some sort of issues. Maximus, what's going on, man? I'm right behind you. Everybody has got some, they're looking like they're weird objects. I don't think...
Yeah, that's Eric.
What's going on, man? Yeah. I don't know why I'm in the ground. I got no clue. I am a mystery. This is another mystery. So I brought this is another Eric. This is Eric with a K. This is Maximus. I am a mystery. Maximus has been coming for a while. He is actually working on creating some video. Teach people how to get video on the screen. You see this, Maximus? I got the video on the screen today. I've made it happen for a while.
Oh, that must be because both of
I think
headsets
that's
are-
because we have two headsets going on inside the same room right now.
You're
about to come back and handle them. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about
That
us.
must be because both of
I think
headsets
that's
are-
because we have two headsets going on inside the same room right now.
This pump out here is locked. Is there a key? You can try to get out here if we can get some gas. Is there a key? A lot more of them as soon as they find out about us.
So like what we're looking to do for today's meeting,
This pump out here is locked. Is there a key?
Kotoboto and Kat, welcome.
Trying to get out here if we can get some gas.
Welcome, welcome. I don't know how everybody's looking, like this is very odd how we're all looking today. Does everybody look like they're purple right now, or?
I see everyone as their
Kotoboto.
maybe normal avatars. I don't know.
Okay, you see regular people. I don't know how how everybody's looking? Like, this is very odd how we're all looking today. Does everybody look like? Yeah, I'm gonna reset. You can talk to Eric. Eric's got a film production company here and does some horror movies. So I definitely, I'll be back in a minute, but.
We've got to get out of here.
What? Oh no, that's Night of the Living Dead.
Where there's some other people.
Eric's got a film production
Yeah, we were talking about doing a screening of that and just watching it because Eric's never seen it before, so we figured, yeah, it'd be cool. Start off with that. Day of the Dead's coming up. We normally do a horror film competition every year, but this year it kind of got canceled. No time to do it. And just watching it because Eric's never seen it before, so we figured, yeah, it'd be cool. Start off with that. Day of the Dead's coming up. Yeah. We normally do a horror film competition every year. Just the speaker volume.
You go to the speaker, and then you just press the plus sign.
Gotcha, because I'm a headset. Just double check. And you kind of hear you guys loud, so it's kind of low. Oh, there it is.
To the speaker, and then you just press the plus.
Gotcha, because I'm a
What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, no, now I made it for you. I think it was a set to medium, so. Yeah, nice. Very cool.
Two of them.
Yeah, so what do you guys normally talk about during the video? Eric kind of filled me in a little bit,
Have you
but
seen any more around here? I can take care of those.
yeah, he just.
I know you're afraid, but we have
I
to.
don't know! I don't know! What's happening?
Yeah, so what do you guys normally talk about during the video? I think Eric kind of filled me in a little bit, but yeah, he just. Oh yeah, that's definitely the place.
Yes.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. No longer a mystery, right?
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
Hey Kat, and Turbo, are you guys both content creators?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, what do you guys create? No longer a mystery, right? Hey Kat, and Turbo, are you guys both content creators? Oh, there you are. Yeah, what do you guys I agree. Lala Two Guns, is this your friend Pepper? Okay. Lala Two Guns. You guys both came in at the same time, so you guys both did come in at the same time, and the last time I seen Pepper, he said, I'm preparing to bring one of my friends into this space. So, you guys both did come in completely set up. The last time I seen Pepper, he said, I'm preparing to bring one of my friends. Yes, that is something I do love about this space, is the improv of the characters, the synchronicities, things that happen. I know Pepper, this is another mystery over here. He is another Eric. He's an Eric with a K. And he's got a film production studio in
Don't look at it.
the same city that I'm in. And Pepper is in Ann Arbor, and he does independent film in Ann Arbor.
Awesome.
Chris 1990, welcome. We got Strawberry Santa here. He's been with us since Burning Man. So the thing that's cool with all of you here tonight is I actually was able to get Eric here who does a film festival. So we are getting ready, because Burning Man is getting ready to do an event for next weekend for Halloween. So, this movie has come, are getting ready for Night of the Living Dead, right?
He's never seen it.
Right here. Yes.
What?
Night of the Living Dead, right? That's what I hear.
He's never seen it.
But I know I'm not the only one that hasn't seen it. So what we are getting ready to do is we're scheduling next week, we're going to do a screening of this. And then for us filmmakers, we're going to do a 48-hour film festival that's going to be, your film is going to be due at the Day of the Dead. What we're getting ready to do is we're scheduling
Dia de los Muertos.
we're going to do a screening. Exactly. And then for us filmmakers, we're going to do a 48-hour film festival. Well, we're looking for actresses and different people to create content as well. So this is awesome, and
Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some board, something about a fire?
it really is. So we've been preparing for the last couple months on figuring out what we're going to do. Halloween is a great holiday for people to film content, create content, and put stuff out there. Last year, I entered a film in his film festival. He's got a lot of them. I was actually talking with him about screening some of these like next weekend as well, to where maybe some people want to come in and watch like last year's or some prior winners we can have, because he's got some good short films that people that enter every single year. And but this year we're going to base the theme off, we were both talking about, build a character off of Day of the Dead, right?
Or
So,
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. So we talked a little bit about it, but this year we're going to base the theme off, we were both talking about, build a character off of Day of the Dead. So Eric, what do you think based on, because we gotta like come up with what we're gonna film. I'd like to hear from your perspective of people will watch the movie and then what?
Well, the point was to watch Night of the Living Dead, come up with a character that you think you would be, whether it be zombie, whether it be hero, villain, and this is where you brought in the whole concept of like your character can't be all of one thing or another. You have to have like certain attributes that like either you're a good guy that has some kind of bad quality, or you're a bad guy who at least has some good quality to them as well. So I didn't know what your plan was to, once we had the characters, of how we would put them together into a film. And I don't know if we're going to film something with the characters in here in alt space, or if we were going to have people submit like green screen shots or just footage that we were going to piece together into a cohesive story. So I guess that's where, with the characters in here in alt space, or if we were going to have people submit like green screen shots or just footage that we were going to piece together into a cohesive story. So I guess that's where. Well, and I was talking to him. I don't know how to build any of this, which is really cool, and I definitely want to talk to Eric about this. But if we could recreate the house from Night of the Living Dead, we could literally create our own version of Night of the Living Dead in all space and record it as, you know, almost an improv session / alternate version of Night of the Living Dead. We could literally create our own version of Night of the Living Dead in all space, and I have no idea how to do this. This is kind of my first introduction to VR. Eric has basically told me, like, you have to come and experience this. So this is kind of my first experience in this one. I have no idea how to do this. This is kind of my first introduction to VR. Eric has basically told me, like, you have to come and experience this. So this is kind of my first experience in this one.
Pick out the biggest ones you can find.
I have no idea how to do this. This is kind of my first introduction to VR.
Yeah, this room looks pretty secure.
You have to come and experience it. So this is kind of my first experience.
If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long for those things be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now. This room looks pretty secure. They're afraid of fire. I found that out. Won't be long for those things be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now.
You know a place back down the road called Beekman's? Beekman's Diner? Anyhow, that's where I found that truck I have out there. There's a radio in the truck.
Exactly, and that's where, like I said, we're to a certain degree of improv, I guess, to a certain degree, but like having those character mindsets ahead of time. It would almost be like a Dungeons and Dragons with Night of the Living Dead. So,
grabbing and holding on.
Exactly, and that's where, like I said, we're to a certain degree of
I didn't see them.
right. But we're literally in the Night of the Living
The truck
Dead.
was moving in a funny way.
Exactly.
Those things were catching up to it. Right
I
across
love
the road.
this. I love this idea. And now, him already doing this, bringing this. Now he's seeing this world. Because I wanted to bring him here to this world because that's part of us creating this experience for people is to see this world and now see how some stories can be told in this world with what we can create. I want to bring him here to this
Flipped
world.
over a gas pump and never
That's
stopped
part
moving.
of us.
By now it's like a moving bonfire.
Didn't know the truck was going to explode over.
There's some truth to that.
Just backing away from
I love it.
I looked back at
Yes.
the diner to
This
see
is
if there was
like
anyone
day
there.
number 55 in the desert, and I love that we're finally
That's when I noticed that back
have
the
something
entire
in
place
this
had
film.
been encircled.
Because I feel like with the Burning Man principles, that's what we have been working on, and those are gonna happen. But now we have Halloween, and unfortunately, people just get excited about Halloween. And I love seeing like your excitement with this film, and I felt like the same. This is like a classic that so many people maybe have heard of, but they never have seen. So hard to even watch it. And I love seeing like that's part of the homework that people have to do. But I feel like we can have people filming this in the real world as well. Like that's the biggest thing with an event like this. It's like a mixed reality. There could be some Zoom parties going on, where you can do Zoom, and the next thing you know, you're in VR. It's dead because people can use this stuff. So I love like mixed reality.
Scattered
Parties
through the
going
air.
on. Yes. Exactly. Like there's so many possibilities here. But it's, I feel like for a short film, like people can have fun with it. It's Eric. What's your take? I mean, you for how many years have you been doing this festival? And what do you think?
Well, we've done the festival for, this would have been 8 years, but we've done 7 of them pretty successfully. And yeah, the whole point of it was to give people a platform to be able to create something for themselves every year. And having them be only 5-minute films, it made something attainable to almost everybody, whether you're shooting on a phone or cinema camera. And the fun part about it, which I guess is sadly why we didn't do it this year, was that you could see your movies on the big screen, which we weren't able to do this time because
Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?
that whole but here we can have a huge screen, big screen. You have an entire environment where, as I guess I don't know, is there a server load? That's not how many people can actually exist at the same time. But here we can have that screen, big screen. You have an entire environment where.
And Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it." And then Johnny ran away.
Gotcha.
And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize, Barbara.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I looked up, and I said, Goody.
And then and that would be.
And he grabbed me.
Yeah.
He grabbed me, and he ripped at me.
Why don't you
He
just
held me,
keep
and
calm?
he ripped at my clothes.
Yes.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, Johnny!
I was recording that because I think it's cool. This is his first time in here talking about somebody who does film. This is his first time
Because Johnny
doing
came and he
film.
ran and he fought this
I
man.
was recording
Was
that
it?
'cause I think
I
it's
got
cool.
so
This is technically. This is my first time in VR actually speaking with people. I think I've had the little VR games, but this is the first time actually being in a group where you can talk to other people, have interactions. This is technically. There you go. Figuring it out. I think I've had the little VR. Yeah, there you go. This is the first time actually being.
We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get
I was
him.
talking to him about getting around.
Please,
This
we
is
have got to
Eric.
go get
So
Johnny.
this is not at all what I look like, but
Please.
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alive.
Eric. So
My
this is
brother is
not at all
not
what I
dead.
look like, but
What's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alive.
what?
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments. At this hour, let me repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins. Our murders are taking place in villages, cities, rural homes, and suburbs with no apparent pattern or reason for the slaying. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide. We have some descriptions of the assassins. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking beings. Some say they appear to be in a kind of trance. Others describe them as being. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide. We have some descriptions of the assassins. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking beings. So, at this point, there is no really authentic way for us to say who or what to look for and guard yourself against. Misshapen monsters. Reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment at this hour. So far, we have been unable to determine that any kind of organized investigation is yet underway. Police and sheriff's deputies and emergency ambulances are literally deluged with calls for help. Scene to invest be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors of several eastern and western states, have indicated the next sheriff's guard may be mobilized at any moment, but that has not happened as yet. The only advice our reporters have been able to get from official sources is for private citizens to stay in their homes behind locked doors. Do not venture outside for any reason until the nature of this crisis has been determined and until we can advise what course of action to take. Keep listening to radio and TV for any special instructions as this crisis develops further. Thousands of office and factory workers are being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their homes. However, in
Well,
spite
that's
of this
the thing I
urgent
love about
warning,
this.
streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to reach their families or apparently to flee just anywhere. Workers are being urged to stay as safely as possible. Action at this time to make any attempt to stay where you are. However,
Well, that's the thing I love about this. Well, that's the thing that I love about this community and where we're at is there is people that are like, something cool's going on. They're like, you know what, I'll build that. I'll show you how to do that. And it's like, all of us coming together to make content. It's like such a powerful.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just received word that the president has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern third of this nation. The meeting is scheduled to convene within the hour. Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of the FBI.
That's like the next level, bringing it to life.
And announcing this conference says there will be an official announcement as soon as possible following that meeting within the latest dispatch just received in our newsroom. Latest word also from National Press Services in Washington, D.C. now tells us that the emergency presidential conference, which we've just mentioned, will include high-ranking scientists from National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Like they go there and like reopen the space up. Like, whoa, like this many years later. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing footage.
Have joined their facilities in an emergency network to bring you this news as it develops. We urge you to stay tuned to radio and TV and to stay indoors at all costs. Late reports reaching this newsroom tell of frightened people seeking refuge in churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from wholesale murder, which apparently is engulfing much of the nation.
We're watching this world here, and people are reacting to what's going on over there.
Schools and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from wholesale murder, which apparently is engulfing much of the nation.
And it could be being really.
Yeah, like hammer, board, and that's like the only. Yeah, like hammer, board, and that's like the only.
Wow.
That would be good.
Oh, yeah, Kat, what's up? Welcome.
Seem to indicate a general spreading from the extreme southeastern United States to the north and west. Our newsmen have been on the telephone talking with officials in other cities and have determined that none of this kind of massacre has yet been reported west of the Mississippi River, except in the extreme southeastern portion of Texas. Similar killings have been reported around the Houston and Galveston areas, but nothing like.
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
It was only late yesterday
Oh, and
when it
these.
became clear we were facing some kind of national emergency. When first reports began filtering in, newsmen and law enforcement agencies were of the opinion
This place is boarded up pretty solid now.
in nature. However, as these
We ought to be all right here for a while.
dramatically, it was soon apparent that
There's
this was
a gun and
more than a
bullets,
run of lawlessness.
food, and the radio.
Began to suspect an obscure kind of conspiracy.
Sooner or later, someone bound to come and get us out.
Creatures from outer space.
We ought to be all right
So
here
again,
for a while.
we join with law enforcement agencies, urging you to seek shelter in a building. Lock
and
doors
radio.
and windows securely.
Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
Precautions of any
Sooner or later, someone bound to come and get us out.
radio and television for survival instructions and further details of this continuing story.
Look, I don't know if you're hearing me,
In the absence of any
but I'm going upstairs now. Hey, that's us. We're doing all right. If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it from up there. I'll be down to take care of it. Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay? If anything should try to break in here, I can hear it. Okay. Down to take care of it.
I love it. I love it. It's like.
Civil defense officials in Cumberland have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers.
Well, I'm going to say this before you go. We have a Discord channel that if you want to join our video guest Discord channel, shoot me an email and I'll send you a request for this film production. I'll give you a couple sections pay attention to all the space. We are doing this meeting every single day. Just hop in, different times, because I'm trying to hit different times during the day to give other people opportunity to jump in also. Because we're dealing with
Consistent reports from witnesses to the effect that people who acted as though they were in a kind of trance were killing and eating their victims prompted authorities to examine the bodies of some of the victims. Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered. Repeating this latest bulletin just received moments ago from Cumberland, Maryland, civil defense authorities have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they kill. And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report. It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you, reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation. It is happening, and it would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
We're from town. No, a radio.
I agree.
Being partially eaten by their slayers is true. No further details available at this time.
How long you guys been down there? I could use some help.
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
You mean you didn't hear the racket you were making up here?
How are we supposed to know what was going on? Could have been those things for all we knew.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody would need help.
Look, it's kind of hard.
We're looking for scripts and ideas in this
screams.
space, so
Probably knew that could have meant those things were in the house
to
after.
bring different creators together. So
Well, if there were more. The racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
I think we're looking for
You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from that. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice to get your story straight, man.
All right, now you tell me. I'm not going to take that kind of a chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, why don't we settle this? Mister, we came up. Okay, we're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those things find out we're in here. We got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
I'll be the few spots upstairs.
Right, the menu.
You're insane. Cellar's the safest place.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car.
Yeah, I saw
We
everyone
didn't
here
have to get
walk
away at all.
around.
Now
the
you
room
tell me
with,
those
like,
things
shot
can't get
straight
through
up in
this
there.
lousy
Cool.
pile of wood.
The menu.
His wife and kids are
Cellar's
upstairs.
the safest place.
Kids are.
They can't get in
And
here.
I'm telling
Well, I
you,
still
those
think
things
better
turned
off
over
up
our car.
Yeah, I saw everyone here walk
We
around.
could strengthen everything up, Mr. Cooper.
With all of us working, we can fix this place up in no time. We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that stuff downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy, you know that? You got a million windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you, those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
Well, if there are that many, they'll probably get us wherever we are.
Look, the cellar. The cellar, there's only one door, right? Just one door, that's all we have to protect. Tom and I fixed it so it locks and bolts from the inside. But up here, all these windows, why, we'd never know where they were going to hit us next.
You got a point, Mr. Cooper. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, go back exit, we'd be done for. We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. You got a point. But down there with no windows, if a rescue crew did come,
I've
we
been
wouldn't even
watching a
know.
lot of
Cellar-
Lovecraft country.
Cellar's a death trap.
I don't know, Mr. Cooper.
Really cool.
I think he's right.
That's pretty much, I mean that, and then there was Love and Monsters movie, which is great.
You two can do whatever you like.
Lovecraft. That was definitely I
And you
didn't
better
have to do
decide.
anything.
Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens.
Now wait
Oh.
No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now wait a minute.
Oh yeah, we didn't hear. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Yeah.
We can make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now wait a minute.
Oh yeah, we didn't hear. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
You locked yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it. At least up here you have a fighting chance.
In old school Korea.
So let's at least consider this a while.
Yeah, looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
There are a lot out back, too.
Yeah.
At least up here you have a fighting chance.
In old school Korea. Yeah, that was an amazing show, for sure. Yeah. Two seasons exist, and I think they're working on the third. Yeah, that was an amazing show. Yeah, I know, right? Two seasons exist, and I think they're working on the third.
Welcome, Diane Buckler.
Yeah, I know.
How are you, sir?
It's all right.
Oh, that's awesome. Diane Buffalo, I know you hit us up with like who we are, what we're about. So you seen the title when you entered here. And
You gotta fix these boards.
You're crazy.
I believe
Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down into the cellar.
Damn cellar, get out of here!
I don't know if you've heard of Burning Man, but you are.
I'm taking the girl away from the floor.
Put your hands up. And everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. The radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
We are working on.
He's insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
This is your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him? Yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
Listen, I got a kid now. She can't plus. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly get all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, if you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow.
Oh god.
It is tough for the kid. That old man is so stupid. Now, get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here. Stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You know, I won't open this door again.
That's why I can tell it's freaking out because you have your back to it.
Let him go, man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Pick the spot that you don't even see the bites move. She's like, they don't move for anything.
Oh.
That's why I can tell it's freaking out. You have your back to it.
His mind is made up. Just let him go.
I'm gonna let them get hurt
So
too.
you're going to school for UNIV as a filmmaker?
Oh.
If we stick together, man, we can fix it up real good. There's lots of places we can run to up here. Mr. Cooper, we'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working
So
together.
what are you thinking about? How does it make you feel?
Hey, kid.
There's lots of places we can run to up here. Mr. Cooper, we'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working together.
He's wrong, Bill. I'm not boxing myself in down there. Hey, kid.
On the air day and night.
Well, we're safe now. Ordered them tight.
What about Tom and Jake?
They want to stay up there, let them. There are two other people upstairs, a man and a girl.
Screaming. What about Tom?
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not, Harry.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not.
Is she all right?
I don't know what it is. She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Where'd you get the bandage?
That would be awesome.
Some laundry in a basket I tore.
It would also be a great test to see how the Night of the Living Dead eventually actually work. Like, work out all the bugs and like kind of see what goes into
Stay
actually
upstairs.
filming. Because I've never done anything in VR in the filming aspect. So it would also be a great test to see how be a good test. The Night of the Living Dead eventually actually work. Right. Yeah. Work out all the bugs.
You see, when they come begging me to let them in down here.
Filming, because I've never done anything in VR.
To be right,
filming.
everybody else to be
Right.
What do you mean by that?
Be a good test. Right, yeah.
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
Gotcha.
Whatever it is
So
just
John,
some kind of mass murder going on everywhere. The radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Radio upstairs. I heard a news report.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
Nothing. Nothing. We don't know anything yet. There's mass murder everywhere, and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off that door.
We are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happeing, well, they'll send people for us so they tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves in this dungeon?
We are staying down here,
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us so they tell us what to do. We may not enjoy living together, but dying together isn't going to solve anything.
Okay.
Those people aren't our enemies. Let's go up. Tom?
Okay.
If Judy would come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Good work.
Will you do it? Look, honey, nothing's gonna get done with them down there and us up here. Do this for me.
Work.
Okay, open up.
we're working on a video for that. We're working on a tutorial because I got video footage from Birmingham and I filmed it. Actually, I filmed a couple snippets here. I love getting like his first time in here and getting him out talking a little bit about it as a filmmaker, getting like some of this stuff. It is interesting and I feel like there's moments that we're completely right. If you film for somebody else, how can you share it? I mean, right now we're creating weird stuff, right? But like so many people are in this spot just hanging out having conversations. Here, we're talking about how do we film movies in here, you know what I mean? Like, we're like how do we tell stories here? How do we share these stories and make this experience here?
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
Because we're gonna inspire other people to want to get into this world experience because they're gonna go, wow, that right here.
And they'll all be in front of your in front of your face. And they'll all be in front of your face.
Yeah, but the thing you gotta look at it like I'm looking at it at this point.
Don't be afraid of me.
From where it's at right
I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's
we're the
wife.
first stories. So a lot of people sometimes out of the gate look at it like we don't have a logo here of like.
This place is ridiculous. Look at this. A million weak spots up here.
It's kind of cool in Burning Man things. You know, there's a modification where it doesn't matter what you're wearing.
Her brother was killed. Ridiculous.
We're all safe. And I'm enjoying even that moment right now of this space. Before it gets to that part.
I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there. That's how much good these windows are.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
Here I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
There's a socket over here.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
You better watch this and try to understand what's going on. I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on. Try to understand
No
what's
sound.
going on.
Play with the rabbit here.
I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this?
Shut up! In all parts of the country. The wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen first discounted these eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, reports persisted. Medical examinations of several of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. And we have some late word of just arriving. Interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. This widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. Well, that situation has now changed. We're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to provide rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout the news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you. Make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know, that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Called this afternoon by the President. Since convening this conference of the Presidential Cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA has not produced any public information. Why are space experts being consulted about an Earthbound emergency? So far, all the betting on the answer to that question centers on the recent Explorer satellite shot to Venus. That satellite, you'll recall, started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA. Scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. Could that radiation be somehow responsible for the wholesale murders we're now suffering? Newsman Don Quinn in Washington has posed those questions.
It's obvious our best move is to try to get out of here.
How are you going to get over to that pump?
Look.
You're coming from a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting.
You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection.
In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations?
There was a very high degree of radiation.
Just a minute. I'm not sure that that's certain at all. I don't think that has been an accurate explanation that we have at this time.
So, is it the military's viewpoint that the radiation is not the cause of the mutation?
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. We disagree with the judgment presently until this is irrefutably proved. everything is being done that can be done.
Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between the Doctor, please. I thought we decided that is not. Was the satellite? The satellite was exposed to usual radiation. Not as mutation.
Could have a bearing on it.
It does seem to have a bearing.
At the end of the meeting, we're going to go
Later.
Yes. Yes.
Later this afternoon.
We got one over there.
There will be a report this afternoon. Perhaps there will be a report.
Yes. Later. We are doing everything possible to solve the problem.
Later this afternoon.
Okay, cool.
We've heard all we need to know. We have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get care in there, we could get help for her.
Is one of the world's foremost authorities on space science and technology.
Willard. I saw a sign that said Willard.
It's only about 17 miles from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here. We came in and found a lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong.
How could we possibly get away from here? We've got a sick child, 2 women, 1 woman out of her head, 3 men, and the place is surrounded with these things.
I love these creative
Dr. Grimes, your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. We don't know yet what complications might result from such injury.
How bad has your kid been hurt?
Yes, we have some. How about the basic? First, let me stress the importance of seeking
Look, you go down there and tell Judy. Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
Your microphone is cutting out. You want to read into the space?
In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver. Which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs. Did she ask for me? She didn't. I don't understand.
Every day.
Baby. It's Mommy. I heard.
I'll come back down as soon as I find out.
I've been loving this so far.
Thank you, Judy.
This is,
The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people time to make any
Oh,
arrangements.
you're right. It doesn't give them time to make funeral
I love it.
arrangements.
This is like a giant playground where you're not limited to, like, we do a lot of building at our street. We've done that, where it's like we're constantly building stuff at a physical toll of keeping stuff. And, it started off with just like a room full of junk, and now it's like my apartment, studio, basement, and here it's like you can build something like this, and it's just ones and zeros. So we can just
There's a big can of kerosene down there.
exactly.
I'll look for the bombs.
There's a big key ring down there. Or maybe a key to the gas pump.
I'll check.
You toss the cocktails from the window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave a door open someplace. Key ring down
Yeah,
there.
that's right. Better be this door.
That's closer to the truck. Before we go out, put some supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
Better be this door.
I'm not really that used to the truck. I found it abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat. I found some fruit jars in the cellar.
You're it then.
Well,
You
and
and I'll go.
The gas pump out back.
I'm not really that used to the truck.
Right.
I found it abandoned.
Well, I mean, funny enough, in that whole world, it was funny that it happened while Eric was talking about this whole thing. Is there's a company called Kitbash 3D, and they actually right now are actually doing a competition where they give you assets to like pre-made building walls and structures that are set in like a cyberpunk world. You build a really cool street or city, and like the winner gets, you know, licenses and like more packages, but like each package they have are like, you know, trees, jungles, old-timey towns, and you can buy those assets fairly cheap. I think they're like $50 a pack, and then it's basically like digital Legos that you can just pop them on top of each other and have an entire new world for like saving all the time. It's super.
How many do you have done?
Oh, I can see myself hoarding all of those, buying every pack. Like, just...
We gotta move.
Oh, sorry.
Are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
It'll be all right. As soon as we get to Willard, we'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom's so worried about us. Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here? They might even be there. Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
I don't know.
Come on, honey. You're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
Why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff. We've got to get to a rescue station.
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're safe now. But there's going to be more and more of those things. I know how to handle
I know all that.
and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff. Hey, listen.
We're safe in here.
Remember when we had the big flood? We're safe now. Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave? Remember? Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast. For us to convince you that it was right to leave. Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing
I just don't want you to go out there, that's all.
It's not like just a wind passing through. It's fine. We've got to do something. Where's that big smile for me? Boy, you sure know use it all, right? We got work to do. And you. Where's that big smile for me?
It's up to you, Eric. It's up to you first. You sure go to Burning Man and check that out first, the neighborhood? Okay.
We better get her downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
Oh, you don't think we
She's
should
right.
go there first?
We have to go downstairs now, just for a little while, until we get back. Then we can all leave.
Oh, I'd like to leave. Yes.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
She's right. We have to go downstairs now, just for a little while, until we get back. Then we can all leave.
Oh, I'd like to leave. Yes.
Okay. You guys ready to see Burning Man?
Good luck.
Sounds good.
So you're gonna go, you just got portal all over there, we're gonna end up all on the same spot, right? We shouldn't teleport there, we should start from there, right? So click on it.
Ah, that's how you do it.
Yep, and then you hit OK.
Hit OK. Up, loading. Ah, that's how you do it. Hit OK. Hit OK. Up, loading.
You ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss 'em.
Alright, everybody, welcome to Burning Man. There's so many places to go. As you can see right over here, there's video gas right here. There's the video gas from here. You see the big chair over there? Okay, yeah, so hit settings, go to the menu, and then go to settings. Settings.
I'm going with you.
Get back in the cellar. Go! It's too late.
Go to input, and then hit on live.
Oh.
Now all you're going to do is like look up, and then press the left trigger up. Look where you want to go, and then press the left trigger like up, like forward. So yeah, part of Burning Man is looking at it from like up higher a little bit. Where should we take them first? Where should we take them first? Okay. Okay, yeah, are we all here?
Come on! This key won't work. Watch it.
Now you look up, and then press forward.
Watch the torch!
Okay, wait, you turned the flag tool on, so wait. You gotta hold, like, press your right trigger, see this thing in front of you? You gotta pick that up. Pick it up. Both triggers. Press on it, and then press the X button.
Come on.
My jacket's caught.
Funny. Okay. Good thing it was closed. Okay.
So there's all different art installations all around here, basically. You go to visit. Literally, you could explore this for such a long period of time. I almost say, we go to this resurrection and we check out the live event. Unless you guys really want to spend a bunch of time exploring the very long second together.
No, I don't mind going to a live event. I mean, this is cool.
Let's go and let's go to this portal where he's at. Look on it, pull the right trigger.
No, I don't mind going to a live event. I mean, this is cool.
Point at the ball.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Confirm.
So sometimes what we do is go on an adventure, like afterwards, like we just kind of like, after the meeting, some people will be like, let's check out a couple different spots. People will show you their different worlds. Or sometimes we'll go on an adventure, but afterwards, like we just kind of like, after the meeting, wow. Let's check out a couple. No, this is a Halloween set right here, man. Oh man, this is an amazing. I like this. Can you? Where does that teleport you to?
All right.
This is like a. This is pretty awesome.
Isn't it 3 o'clock yet?
Can you? Where does that teleport you?
Oh.
There's supposed to be another broadcast at 3 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
10 minutes.
This is like a. Takes you to Burning Man. Where we
Only
just
10
were.
more minutes? We don't have very
Yes.
long to wait.
Oh.
We can leave.
This is really cool though.
Oh, we're
Huh.
going to leave soon.
Oh yeah.
It's 10 minutes to 3.
Takes you to Burning Man. Is it reloading the
Yeah, I'm back in the.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
Huh.
We're going to leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
We were
I'm back in the.
You know anything
just
about
trying
this
to get
area
to
at all?
a motel
Is
before
Willard the
dark.
nearest town? You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran. Just trying to get to a
Forget it.
motel.
It's at least a mile.
Johnny has
You
the
say those things
keys.
turned your car over.
You gonna carry that child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
All right, so where do we want to go?
Those
You want
things
to
grabbed
go to that live
Put her in
event?
the arm.
Johnny has the keys.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
Oh,
She can't walk. She's too weak.
yeah. Anything to say on the start?
Well, one of us
Or
can
which
try to
one?
get to the car.
You gonna turn it over by yourself?
You can't start the car. Johnny has the
No,
keys.
Santa Star. Dude, we're gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna show you, like, take it. You've been there, haven't you?
Where? Where is it? Well, one of us can try to get. Yeah, I know. But where is it?
You can't start the car. Johnny has the keys.
Oh, I love that. Welcome.
Good Lord.
Is that where he went? Welcome.
Oh,
Oh, right here. That's
Same star. Same star,
by
right?
scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the
You know
level
what?
of the mysterious
I love
radiation
this because this is the
continues
art.
to
Right
increase
here,
steadily.
what you're going to see right
As
now,
long as this
this
situation
is
remains,
like
government
some
spokesman
some
warns
of
that
the
dead
art.
bodies will continue to be
This will give you an
transported
example
into
of
the
like
flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, for whatever cause, may come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just
Oh, yeah.
from covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls. This one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. Now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the bloody ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull.
Right.
Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, that is, kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
What do you think from the supply wagon, Gus?
No, we're all right. Hey, Shaft, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want it getting up again.
Chief McClellan, how's everything going?
Oh, things aren't going too bad. Men are taking it pretty good. You want to get on the other side of the road over there?
Chief, do you think we'll be able to defeat these things?
Well, we killed 19 of them today right in this area. The last three we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. We must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't, though. We heard them making all kind of noise. We came over and beat them off, blasted them down. Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are.
Pretty wild experience.
Kill them. If you don't get yourself
Are they slow moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Well, in time, would you say...
You almost feel like you need to be on some drugs, so you don't even need to
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the National Guard over there, and then we'll be able to get
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardill, WIC,
You should be
TV
able
11
to,
News.
you just go to Burning Man and then it's right there.
Official spokesman declined to speculate just how long it may take to kill off all the flesh eaters, so long as the heavy rain.
Oh yeah, can you imagine like being able to interact with this world and like, yeah.
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know.
Like energy being interactable in this space. And with the music, you're like feeling the energy.
Helen, I have to get that gun.
Haven't you had enough?
What? 2 people are dead already on account of that gun. Take a look out that window.
What do you got? You got a quest? I'm on the quest 1. He's using my quest 2. How about you? You got a quest? I'm on the quest 1. He's using my quest 2. How about you? Do you ever get bored of this one? It's like, I feel like you can't get bored of it, right? What's that? Oh yeah. He's definitely taking. Would have blown their mind. This is probably what they were seeing.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Get the cellar now. Move!
Yeah, and even his artwork in real life, this guy Android Jones, like his paintings and stuff, they are beautiful. You just like. And you can't see it. His artwork, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
I feel instantaneously now where, like, if I'm observing something, I don't want to work on like I got the or I'm like, ability to access that. Yeah, it was very improv.
I accidentally popped out my.
These guys right now, here right now, this is my favorite. This guy right here that's like holding the like guard dragon. I accidentally popped out like my. This is one of his art pieces. It's really like. Are you coming back in there?
Yep, come back in. Sorry, I guess I hit the menu button.
Yeah, this art piece is really like. Are you coming back in there?
Yep, come back in. Sorry, I guess I hit the menu button.
Is it starting over from the beginning, Eric?
Scene? No, there's nothing playing now. Beta.
That was my favorite one that was up right there. Like there was like how you guys talk about energy. Like that one, I always appreciate. Can you guys have to get that? How about we take them to a live event? I mean, we got a good taste of this. He's gonna start again. If you guys are cool with that.
Yeah.
Sal, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind
Are you
those trees. You want to go check it out? You still here, Bill?
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where'd you get the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work, you take it.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. The National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Tell Bill to check in the office, see what's happening. All right, Steve, tell him we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
Okay. Do you know how to do that, Eric? You guys know how to follow somebody?
Yeah, you go to settings and then online friends, and then when they're there, go to.
Yeah. How to do that, Eric? You guys know how to follow somebody?
Yeah, you go to settings and then online friends.
Right now it's still in
Right. Yeah, you go to settings.
They need you down there by the barn.
Wow.
Down. I only need a few men to check out the house. Somebody had a cookout here, Vince. Yeah, sure looks like it, Tom.
You're probably maximizing like the time that you can spend in it. I know my head would be like your eyes at this point.
A little bit. It's a little bit. Yeah, it's strange.
We'll just check this space out for a couple minutes, and then we'll say goodbye.
Gotcha.
The time that you can spend in it. I know my head would be like your eyes at this point.
A little bit. It's a little bit. Yeah. It's strange.
Check this space out for a couple minutes, and then we'll say goodbye.
Get up here.
Oh.
Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire?
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Get up here.
Oh.
Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build drag that out of here and throw it on the fire. Nothing down here. All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house. There's something in there. I heard a noise. All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes. All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
See, this, I guess this is an example. This is kind of cool. It's got a stage.
Those dogs back off of those things.
It's got some areas to hang out.
Yeah.
It's got some screens. Look at those walls of speakers.
Right.
This is an example. This is kind of cool. It's got a stage. I like that. They got a camera guy right there. That is a skeleton over there. Actually, all of you guys are like skeletons. Yeah.
Hey, Randy, light these torches over here. Back, way
You're still here.
They're after us. There's no more room in hell. What? When there's no more room in hell.
I think we're gonna bail out of here in a minute, but this was awesome to meet you, and you know, as we'll be in the film, if you want to send me your email, I'll only send you an invite to our Discord channel.
When you make a film like this, some people are going to think, you know, gee, this guy's doing something interesting over here.
They keep recording us around.
And some people are going to, you know, want to strangle you.
You know, but people just flipped out. I mean, screaming, yelling, cheering. I couldn't believe how people loved it. I thought, oh my God, it's so sick.
A lot of people couldn't watch it. It was so over the top. Oh my God. What did I get myself into?
It's a great film. The humor,
What?
violence,
Let's go check that out before we go.
and the pulse keeps pushing you and pushing you.
What did I get myself into?
When you say the word zombie, to most people, Dawn of the Dead comes to mind. It is the zombie movie.
Teleport over here.
Ah.
I was always attracted to the horror genre. And when I was old enough to go to movies by myself, they were re-releasing the Universal, you know, the famous monsters. The original Frankenstein, the original Dracula. As a kid, I got to see those big screen, and they're beautiful, you know, they're just gorgeous. And then came the sort of early 50s sci-fi things, big bugs, and Day the Earth Stood Still, and the original version of the thing. So those were the films that really influenced me when I was at that really early sort of formative stage. But in addition to that, The Tales of Hoffman, a film by the Archers, Powell and Pressburger. That's the movie that made me want to make movies, because the effects were obvious. You could see how he did it. You know, you'd say, well, gee, I might be able to do something like that. I always thought, well, that's, you know, it's a pipe dream. It's nothing that can ever happen. I came to Pittsburgh to go to Carnegie Mellon to study painting and design. And I just got antsy. And
Where's on your forehead a bit? Like, I didn't notice it after the first hour, but then slightly after that, I started feeling the weight starting to weigh on.